Dad, I sold so many coconut popsicles to the tourists today. Looks like I can finally eat at McDonald's this Saturday, said Liam, the youngest of the triplets, excitedly counting the money he earned from the beachside tourists. Save your money, will you? You're always thinking about spending, chided Luke, the eldest. Let him enjoy it. He worked hard for that money. If he wants to treat himself to some fast food, let him, said Lawrence, the middle sibling. The triplets' names all started with the letter L, just like their father. They were 7 years old, and although they were in school, they still sold snacks by the beach to help earn money after classes. Life was tough, and if they wanted to buy something, they had to work for it. Just save your money, Liam. I'll take care of your McDonald's meal on Saturday. What do you want to eat? Asked their father, Lester, with a smile. Dad, I want spaghetti and fried chicken, Liam said gleefully. Dad, can Lawrence and I go too? Asked Luke. Of course, the three of you. We'll go into town this Saturday. Do you have a lot of money now, Dad? Are we going to be rich? Liam asked, eyes twinkling. Lester laughed. We're not rich, buddy. I just made some extra today. There were a lot of tourists for island hopping, and many paid in advance. Lester and his sons lived in a coastal town in North Carolina. His job was running boat tours for tourists, taking them to the surrounding islands. He was also the guide on many of those trips. Meanwhile, across the country in Los Angeles, their mother, Lily, lived a very different life. She was a successful fashion designer, the CEO of her own company, Lily Love Apparel, Inc. Despite all her achievements, she felt empty. When she woke up from a coma caused by complications during childbirth, her husband and children were gone. Her family told her she had suffered organ failure while giving birth, and that the babies didn't survive. Her husband, they claimed, had left before the birth, afraid of the responsibilities of caring for a disabled wife. Lily tried to find her husband, but even with the help of private investigators and all her wealth, she never could. It puzzled her. How could someone vanish so completely? His name was Lester, and no trace of him was found. One day, overwhelmed with loneliness, Lily made a decision. Maybe you're just burned out, Mom, said her assistant, Vanny. Maybe. I can't explain it. I have everything others could only dream of, and yet I'm so sad. I'm not just sad. I feel hollow, Lily said, tears threatening to fall. I would give up everything I have just to have my children back. What about your husband? Don't you want to see him? Vanny asked gently. That good for nothing? Why would I? He abandoned me. Thought I'd be a vegetable and ran off to avoid taking care of me. What kind of man does that? Lily snapped. Okay, but if you did see him again, and he was married to someone else, what would you do? Vanny asked cautiously. Lily's face froze. Truth was, despite the rage in her heart, a part of her still loved Lester. Just book a flight, and don't ask too many questions. To L.A.? Vanny asked. Number book a flight to Charleston, if there's one available. Charleston? But you're from L.A., Vanny said, confused. Yes, but I want to go to the Outer Banks. I want to try wakeboarding, see the ocean, clear my mind. Maybe I'll find myself there. How long will you stay? I don't know. Don't book me a return ticket. I don't want my parents to know I'm in the U.S. East Coast either. Vanny nodded. Understood, Mom. Lily returned to the East Coast without informing her family. She had one mission, to find herself and discover what would truly make her happy. Upon arriving in the coastal town, her assistant had already booked her a beach house. It was too large for one person, 2 bedrooms, a spacious living area, and kitchen. But Lily didn't mind. After unpacking, she made coffee and took a walk along the beach. There she met the owner of the bed and breakfast. Hey there, how are you liking it here so far? the older man asked. It's great, thank you, Lily replied politely. Have you found a tour guide yet? No, not yet. My assistant only booked the house. I just want to relax for now. Well, I know someone. If you ever feel like island hopping or exploring, let me know. Thanks, I'll think about it. How long do you plan to stay? I don't know. My assistant booked the place for a month. After that, I'll let you know if I want to extend. Lily wandered off down the shoreline. That's when she noticed 3 young boys selling snacks to tourists. One had a cooler, the other 2 carried plastic bags of food. These boys are so cute, Lily murmured to herself. They look like brothers. Soon, one of them approached her. Hello, Mom. Do you want to buy a coconut pop? It's really yummy, said Liam, grinning. Lily laughed. I'm American, but I speak a little Spanish. Didn't expect to hear Tagalog. I mean, you don't have to try so hard with the English. We thought you were a tourist. You're so pretty, ma'am. Please buy some. My mom made them, even though she's sick, and they're delicious, Liam said, eyes bright. You little charmer, Lily chuckled, immediately warming to the boy. It's true. You're really beautiful, Mom, Liam giggled. I don't have any cash on me, but how about you come with me to my place so I can pay you there? Sure, ma'am, Liam said excitedly. Don't call me ma'am, just call me Aunt Lily. Yes, Aunt Lily. When they got to the beach house, Lily bought 1 coconut pop. I'll just take one. I don't usually eat these, but here's $20. That's your tip. Keep the change. Liam's eyes widened. Wow, thank you so much, Aunt Lily. This will really help my family. Who makes these again? My mom. Even though she's sick, she still works hard to help pay the bills. And where's your dad? Lily asked. He's a tour guide, Liam replied. Is that so? Well, when I do a tour, I'll make sure to book with your dad. Deal? Yes, Mom. I mean, Aunt Lily. I'm always on the beach. Just call me. Liam skipped home joyfully, clutching the $20. Why are you so happy? Asked Luke. It's been slow, not many tourists with winter coming. Someone tipped me $20 just for 1 coconut pop and didn't even take the change. She was beautiful and kind, too. You told that sob story again, didn't you? Luke snapped. I told you to stop making things up. I didn't lie. I sold it at the regular price. It tastes great. I just told a story to make her feel something. What's wrong with that? That's still lying. Knock it off or I'm telling Dad, Luke warned. Oh, you're just jealous, Liam muttered. I'm not jealous. I just don't like lying. Where's Dad? Luke asked. He's with that girlfriend of his again, the one with the nasty attitude, Liam grumbled. Why won't we just tell Dad that his girlfriend's mean? He added. What if he marries her? We're going to be the ones suffering. He's probably not going to marry her, Luke reasoned. Come on, think about it. Mum died giving birth to us. He's only now getting a chance to be happy again. Maybe she'll change. Maybe she'll like us. You're dreaming, Liam scoffed. If he marries her, I'm telling on them. Their argument was cut short when their dad, Lester, spoke. Telling on who? He asked as he walked in. Nothing, Dad. It's Liam. He's being rowdy again, Luke answered quickly. Why is it always me? Liam grumbled. How was your trip, Dad? Lawrence asked, handing his father a towel as he noticed he was sweating. I didn't have a trip today. I just went to town with Aunt Maribel. She had some errands. Have you guys eaten yet? Not yet, Dad. We just got home, Lawrence replied. The next day, the kids met Lily again on the beach. Liam, she called out excitedly. Aunt Lily, Liam responded cheerfully, lugging his ice cooler full of snacks. Good thing I saw you. Are those your brothers with you? Lily asked. Liam nodded. Yep, this is Lawrence and this one is Luke. You all look so alike, Lily laughed. I saw you from a distance before, but now that I'm close, wow, you're identical. Yes, ma'am, we're triplets, Liam said proudly. Lily's heart skipped. She too had triplets. At least she thought she had. Her mind wandered to the children she lost. How old are you? She asked, her voice trembling. We're 7, Luke replied. Lily's heart broke. Her children would have been 7 too, if they had survived. She imagined what life might have been like. Where's your mom? Can I meet her? Our mom died giving birth to us, Luke said. Lily furrowed her brow. But didn't you say your mom made the coconut pops? Oh, Liam looked down. Luke gave him a scowl. Sorry, Aunt Lily, I made that up. I say that to tourists so they'll feel bad and buy from me. It's not good to lie, especially for someone your age, Lily gently scolded. Sorry, it won't happen again, Liam said quietly. You said your dad's a tour guide, right? Lily asked. Yes, he is. I'd like to book a tour with him. Can you ask him to stop by where I'm staying tomorrow morning? Liam nodded enthusiastically. He'll be so happy. His business has been slow lately. Thank you. And even though you fibbed, I still appreciate you keeping your word. Lily smiled and ruffled his hair. But can I ask you a favor? What is it, Aunt Lily? Can I give you a hug? I miss my children. They would have been just like you. Liam looked hesitant. We're kinda smelly, Aunt Lily. We've been out all day. I don't care, she said, pulling the 3 boys into a warm embrace. As she held them, she felt an overwhelming joy she couldn't explain. The triplets didn't say anything, but they too felt comfort in her arms, something they didn't often feel. When they pulled away, Lily wiped her tears and said, Hey, want to hang out and grab something to eat? I haven't really explored this place yet. There's stuff in town. We can go with you. Our dad knows the bed and breakfast owner where you're staying, Liam offered. Still, ask for permission and drop off your snacks at home first. I'll go change and grab a few things. Meet me back here in 10 minutes, okay? Okay, they all chimed in. They ran home and got permission from Lester, who allowed them to go since he trusted the B&B owner and knew Lily seemed like a good person. Soon enough, they were all walking through town, shopping for toys and clothes. The triplets were ecstatic. Their dad rarely bought them things. Being a single father to triplets wasn't easy. Expenses were high, and money was always tight. As they ate dinner together, the boys got emotional. Thank you so much, Aunt Lily, Lawrence said. We're really happy to be with you. We haven't had new clothes or toys in so long. I can't even remember the last time, Liam said. And thank you for your time. We really had fun, Luke added. I should be the one thanking you, Lily replied. You made my day. It's getting late. You should head home. But please tell your dad to come see me so we can talk about the tour schedule. And don't forget, I want all of you to come with us on the tour. Of course, Aunt Lily. If you're the guest, we'll definitely go, Liam said excitedly. So, how are things with your dad's girlfriend? Are you close with her? Lily asked. She's really mean to us. It's like she hates us, Liam blurted out. Have you told your dad about that? Lily asked, concerned. No, my brothers don't want to, Liam explained. They said Dad deserves to be happy. He lost Mom when we were born. This is the first time he's been in love again. Maybe she'll change. You're kind for thinking that way, but your dad still needs to know what's happening and how you feel, Lily reminded them. You're better than his girlfriend, Aunt Lily, Luke said. You actually like us. She acts like we're just in her way. Are you really that naughty, though? Lily teased. They all shook their heads. Nope, sometimes we don't even do anything and she still gets mad. And yet you're sweet with me. Funny how that works, Lily said with a smile. You make me happy. I actually get excited when I know I'll see you. If someone really loves Dad, they should love the people he loves too, Liam said. But it's like she doesn't accept us. Sometimes we're scared, Luke added. What if he marries her and picks her over us? We'd lose both a mom and a dad. That's why it's important you speak to him. Tell him how you feel. We'll think about it, Aunt Lily, Liam said. They walked home and said their goodbyes. The next day, Lester showed up at Lily's beach house. He knocked and waited. When the door opened, he froze. Lily? He asked, stunned. Lester, she gasped. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? He asked back. My kids said someone wanted to book a tour. Your kids? Lily said slowly. Lawrence, Luke, Liam, they're your kids? Tears welled in her eyes. Yes, they're mine, Lester said, almost whispering. 7-year-old triplets, she said, her voice cracking. Are they mine too? Lester nodded. Yes, they're your children. Lily's knees nearly buckled. For 7 years, she mourned her babies. She had lived in pain, believing they had died, when in fact, they were alive. Furious and heartbroken, she charged at Lester and began hitting him. What kind of man are you? How could you keep my children from me? I can explain, Lily, he said, voice shaking. Your parents. They said I had to leave you. What? They said they'd only pay for your treatment if I agreed to disappear. They threatened me, said I couldn't ever come back. Lily stared at him, speechless. Tears poured down her face. I went to your parents, Lester continued, his voice breaking. You were in critical condition. I didn't know what to do. The doctor said your life was in danger because giving birth to triplets was risky. I didn't have the money to help you. Your parents said they'd pay for your treatment, but only if I agreed to take the children and disappear. Lester sat down on the front step, holding his head in his hands. I had no choice. I couldn't let anything bad happen to you. They said they'd only help if I left you. Lily's expression hardened. So it's true. They told me you abandoned me because you were afraid to take care of a wife in a coma. That's what they told you? Lester's voice rose with disbelief. That I ran away because I didn't want to take care of you? Then tell me the truth, Lily demanded. You were having complications. I didn't understand everything the doctors were saying, but it was serious. I was desperate. I knew I had to get you treatment fast, and I didn't know where to go, except your parents. I knew they didn't like me, but they were all I had. They told me they'd pay for your treatment if I gave up the kids and disappeared from your life. They made me sign documents. There was even a restraining order. Lily's anger faltered as Lester explained. He looked up at her with pleading eyes. I didn't want to lose you, but I couldn't risk your life. I loved you too much. Do the kids know? Lily asked, voice trembling. Number I told them you died during childbirth. I didn't want to hurt them. I didn't want them to grow up hating you. I hoped, one day, you'd find us. I tried to find you too. But your parents, they made sure I couldn't. They even threatened to hurt me if I kept looking. Lily's face crumpled. 7 years. I grieved for 7 years, Lester. I thought our babies were gone. I thought I'd lost everything. I didn't want this either, Lester said, tears falling. I've lived with this every day. How did you know we were here? He asked. I didn't, Lily admitted. I just left LA. I was tired. I couldn't take the sadness anymore. I didn't even know why I picked this town, but now I do. What are you planning to do? Lester asked. I want to get closer to them first. Then, I'll tell them the truth. I don't want to overwhelm them. Lester nodded. Okay, I support you. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll help. Thank you, Lily whispered. Can I hug you? Lester asked quietly. Lily didn't answer, but she stepped forward, and Lester pulled her into an emotional embrace. They held each other for several minutes, so many emotions flooding through them: grief, love, regret, and relief. When they finally pulled apart, Lester said softly, "I'm sorry, Lily." Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of a woman in outdated but stylish clothes. She was tall, attractive, and carried herself with confidence, but her presence brought a sharp tension. "Babe, are we leaving now?" she asked. "Babe," Lily said, raising an eyebrow. "Lily, this is Maribel, my girlfriend," Lester said, clearly uncomfortable. Maribel gave a tight-lipped smile. "Lily was just asking about our tour services." "Oh, is that so?" "Well, we need to go to town soon, or we'll be out late," Maribel said curtly. "Actually, we were just finishing up. We were going to go island hopping next," Lily said coolly. With that, the two of them left, and Lily returned to her room. She curled up in bed and cried the rest of the day, the weight of her parents' betrayal crashing over her. She had lost so much time with her children, and now Lester had someone else. Her phone rang. It was Vanny. "Ma'am Lily, how are you?" Vanny asked. "I'm okay. I finally learned the truth. My parents were the reason I lost my husband and children. Lester only left because he was forced to." "Wow, that's awful. Your parents did that?" "Yes, and now I met his girlfriend," Lily said, voice quivering. "Seriously?" Vanny gasped. "She's pretty, confident, and I think she hates me," Lily added, holding back tears. "Hang in there, Mom. It's going to be okay," Vanny reassured her. "Just let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a voodoo doll for the new girlfriend." Lily chuckled through her tears. "You never stop with the jokes." The next morning, Lily woke early and went down to the beach to find the triplets. She saw them selling snacks again. "Hey, how are my 3 favorite boys?" Lily greeted cheerfully. "Good morning, Aunt Lily," they all replied. "Why don't you come over to my place for lunch? I'm making pork stew," she invited. "Wow, that sounds delicious," Liam exclaimed, "but we still have to sell our snacks." "No problem. I'll buy all of them. I need extra food at the house anyway," Lily said with a wink. "Really? That's a lot," Lawrence said, surprised. "I'm sure," she assured them. "Just come over at noon." When the boys arrived, they were greeted by the smell of savory stew. "It smells amazing in here," they said in unison. "I also made fried chicken and thought you might get bored, so I threw in spaghetti too," Lily grinned. "Wow!" Lawrence cheered. "Aunt Lily, can I put my coconut pops in your fridge so they don't melt?" Liam asked. "Of course. Come help me." After putting the snacks away, Lily set the table. The triplets helped eagerly. "Let us help you, Aunt Lily," Luke offered, already grabbing plates. "You 3 are the sweetest," Lily said, smiling as they all sat down. They ate happily, chatting and laughing throughout the meal. As the day wore on and it was time to head home, Lily handed them each $20. "Wait, this is too much," Luke said. "It's fine. It's my way of thanking you for being so kind," Lily replied. "Thank you so much," they all said together. "Your food was amazing, and your house is so much fun." "If you'd like, you can sleep over sometime," Lily offered. "What's a sleepover?" Liam asked. "It means you spend the night here. We can watch movies, have snacks, play board games, whatever we want." The triplets' eyes widened. "We'd love that. We'll ask our dad." "Please do, and let me know if he says yes." "Aunt Lily, do you have a husband or kids?" Lawrence asked. Lily shook her head. "Nope. But didn't you say you had triplets too? What happened to them?" Luke asked. "It's a long story. We'll talk about it another time, okay?" Lily said gently. "I wish you were our dad's girlfriend instead," Liam said. "You'd be a great mom." "You think so?" Lily asked, her heart swelling. They all nodded. Yeah, your kids would be lucky. I wish we had a mum like you. It's hard not having one, Liam added. Lily's heart ached. You know, I can be like a mum to you, if you want. But you're only here on vacation. What happens when you go back to California? Luke asked. To be honest, I don't think I want to go back. It's too lonely there. A few nights later, the triplets were finally allowed to have a sleepover at Lily's beach house. That afternoon, they cooked together. Pork chops, chicken adobo, and spaghetti, all their favorite dishes. They joyfully shared the meal they had prepared. That evening, they watched movies while munching on popcorn, burgers, and soft drinks. When it was time for bed, Lily tucked them into a queen-sized bed in one of the rooms. Later that night, a thunderstorm rolled in. Rain poured heavily, and loud thunder echoed across the coast. The triplets, scared of thunderstorms, ran into Lily's room and jumped into her bed, crying. What's going on? Are you all right? Lily asked, alarmed. It's the thunder. It's really loud. We're scared, Liam said, tearfully. Oh, it's just thunder. Lily sighed in relief. Come on, you can sleep here with me. The boys cuddled close to her, clinging like children who missed the warmth of a mother's arms. Lily embraced them, and they quickly fell asleep. Joy filled her heart as she held them close. That night, Lily slept peacefully with a smile on her face. The next day, there was a small celebration in the neighborhood. It was Mr. Tasso's birthday. People came to attend, including Lester's family. Lily, what are you doing out here? Lester asked when he found her sitting alone by the beach, staring out at the ocean. It's too noisy inside. I just needed to clear my head. The sea breeze helps, she replied. You've never liked loud places, Lester said with a chuckle. Still don't. Noise irritates me quickly. I remember you couldn't sleep because of my snoring, Lester laughed, but you got used to it eventually. Yeah, I used to stay up all night, but I learned to deal with it. Well, now you've got 3 noisy kids, Lester said with a grin. That's different, Lily smiled. That's the kind of noise I love. I wish I could always hear them. So, what's your plan? When are you going back to California? I don't think I want to go back, Lily replied. I can manage my businesses remotely. Maybe I'll visit occasionally, but I don't want to be away from the kids for too long. Do you want to take them with you to California? I do, but I know you won't agree, and I don't want to take them away from you. Lester nodded. Good. Honestly, I was scared you might want to take them. I love them so much. Lily smiled. They love you too. You've done a great job raising them. I'd never take them away from you. But what if we moved to New York City? There are good schools there. Tour guiding is all I know. I wouldn't know what to do in a big city, and Maribel's used to life here. If we get married and have a family, this is where we plan to stay. Lily's smile faded. Lester noticed and felt a pang of guilt. You okay? He asked gently. Yeah, just sad, I guess. I'm happy for you and Maribel. It's just hard not to think about what could have been. We could have been a happy family if things had been different. I could have watched the kids grow up. I could have been there. I'm sorry, Lester said sincerely, for the decision I made back then. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you. I loved you so much. I still do. He turned away, trying to compose himself. Those first few days after your parents took you away, they were the hardest days of my life. Why? Lily asked. The triplets had just been born. I had to care for them on my own. When one cried, the other 2 followed. I pitied them. I knew they'd grow up without a mother. It broke my heart. Lily's eyes softened. But I admire you. You pulled through and raised them well. There were so many days I wanted to give up, Lester admitted. But they needed me. I had no choice but to be strong. And what about you? Lester asked directly. Do you have someone now? Lily laughed. How could I? I hated men after everything. I believed my parents when they said you left me. So I closed myself off, focused on work. Maybe that's why my business succeeded. But I was never happy. I missed my children every day. What about me? Lester asked teasingly. Did you ever miss me? You? Lily rolled her eyes. Why would I miss you when I thought you ran out on me? Lester laughed. Did you believe them right away? Didn't you feel, somewhere inside, that I still loved you? You weren't there. You and the babies were gone. What else was I supposed to think? Fair enough, he said. But I'm glad you found us. Even if we can't go back to the way things were, I'm happy you know the truth, and that you know I never gave up on you. I'm happy too, Lily said softly. We may not be together again, but I'm glad to know you never really abandoned me. They sat in silence for a moment, looking out over the water. Then Maribel's voice cut through the air. Lester, I've been looking for you. You've got cooking duties, remember? What? Lester asked, confused. You promised Mr. Tasso you'd grill the pork, and here you are, just sitting around. Oh, right, he said, standing up. I'll get going. See you later, Lily. Take care, Lily replied. As Lester walked away, Maribel turned to Lily and said, Do you have feelings for my boyfriend? Excuse me, Lily said, caught off guard. You two are too close. Back off. He's mine, and we're getting married. Oh, really? Has he proposed to you? Lily asked bluntly. Maribel was stunned. Well, not yet, but he will. Okay, good luck with that, Lily said with a smirk, watching Maribel storm away in frustration. A few days later, Lily decided to go island hopping with Lester and the kids. Maribel, fueled by jealousy, insisted on joining the trip. On the day of the island tour, Maribel came along, determined to watch Lester and Lily's every move. The triplets joined too, as Lily had made it a condition when booking the tour. As they boarded the boat, Maribel sat silently, clearly annoyed by the cheerful energy. You're all so noisy. Why did you even come? She snapped at the kids. It's island hopping, Lily replied casually. Of course it's going to be fun and loud. What did you expect? Besides, I asked for the kids to come along. They make the trip more enjoyable. I paid a lot for this tour, and I'm going to enjoy it how I want, as a paying customer. The triplets giggled discreetly. They felt like their Aunt Lily had finally stood up to Maribel's constant sourness. Soon, the waves began to pick up. The sky darkened, and the wind grew strong. Rain began to pour. Hold on tight! We need to head back! This isn't safe! Lester shouted over the storm. He tried to steer the boat back toward the shore, but a powerful wave slammed into them, damaging the boat and throwing everyone into the water. Thankfully, the triplets knew how to swim. They quickly paddled toward the shore. Lester helped Lily, knowing she wasn't a strong swimmer. Once they were safely on the beach, Maribel marched over to Lester and slapped him. You helped her first? Seriously? She shouted. What is wrong with you? Lester asked, still catching his breath. You rescued her before me, Maribel yelled, pointing at Lily. Maribel, you're known around here for being a great swimmer. You're better at it than me. Why would I save someone who can swim better than I can? Of course I helped Lily. She's a guest. It's my responsibility. Whatever. You two deserve each other, Maribel screamed and stomped off, leaving them in the rain. Lily and Lester sat down on the sand, still drenched and breathing heavily. They looked at each other and burst out laughing. She's a great swimmer, but still acts like she needs saving, Lily joked. Exactly, Lester chuckled. And you? How come you still don't know how to swim? When did I have time to learn? Lily replied. I'll teach you, Lester offered with a grin. The two of them laughed together on the beach until the triplets ran up. Dad, are you seriously just sitting here in the rain? Maybe you want to catch a cold, Liam teased. Lily and Lester both laughed again, amused by how much the kids sounded like grown-ups. They all went back to Lily's house to dry off and rest. Lily prepared hot soup for everyone and handed out clean towels to the boys and their dad. Dad, the boat's damaged. How will you work now? Luke asked, worried. Don't worry about that. What matters is we're all safe, Lester reassured him. I'll just buy you a new boat, Lily added. No, Lily, that's not your responsibility, Lester said. I was the one running the tour when the storm hit. But it's not your fault either, Lily insisted. It was just bad luck. Still, Lester shook his head. You don't need to do that. I insist, Lily replied. She arranged for a new boat to be built for Lester. Maribel, however, wasn't happy. She barged into Lily's house. You're desperate, aren't you? She shouted. Excuse me? Lily said, surprised. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing. First, you use his kids to get close to him. Now you're using your money. I don't owe you an explanation, Lily said calmly. You can leave. Oh, I'm not done. You think you're so classy, always speaking politely. But I know your type. You think you can buy your way in. I won't stoop to your level, Lily replied. Now please go. As Lily turned away, Maribel grabbed her arm and slapped her hard. Unknown to her, the triplets had followed and were watching. Maribel also pulled Lily's hair, and the boys rushed in to stop her, but she pushed them away, and they fell to the floor. Ow, that hurt! Liam and Lawrence cried out. Hearing their cries, Lily shoved Maribel away and rushed to the boys. Are you okay? Did she hurt you? She asked, helping them up. There you go again, pretending to be the sweet one, Maribel shouted. You're just using the kids to get close to Lester. Lily turned, furious, and slapped Maribel. Don't you ever touch my children again, she shouted. Your children? What are you talking about? Maribel asked, confused. Ask your boyfriend, Lily snapped. Come on, boys, let's go. The triplets walked quietly with Lily. Sensing something had changed, when they arrived back at Lily's house, Liam couldn't hold back anymore. Aunt Lily, why did you say we were your children? I thought lying was bad. I wasn't lying, Lily said gently. You are my children. The boys stared at her, stunned. What do you mean? How? Liam asked. Lily sat them down. This might be hard to understand, she began. Your grandparents didn't approve of your dad because he wasn't wealthy, but I loved him. We ran away together and got married. We were happy. But when I gave birth to you three, there were complications. It was dangerous. I fell into a coma. Your dad went to my parents for help. They said they'd only help me if he took you and left me forever. Why didn't you know we were alive? Lawrence asked. My parents told me all three of you died during childbirth. They told me your father ran away because he didn't want to take care of me if I stayed in a coma. She wiped her tears. The past 7 years have been the loneliest of my life. I lived thinking I lost everything, my children, my husband, my happiness. I'm sorry, Mom, Liam said, his voice breaking. If we hadn't been born, you wouldn't have gotten sick. Maybe you and Dad would have stayed together. No, sweetheart, don't ever say that. You three are the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you more than anything. We're really your kids? Lawrence asked. Yes, and I'm so happy to have found you. You must have been really sad and lonely, Luke said. But don't worry, Mom. We're here now. You're never going to be alone again. You have the three of us. Thank you, my loves. Are you going back to California? Luke asked. Lily shook her head. Now that I've found you, I'm not going anywhere. Not unless all three of you come with me. but I know you love your dad. I don't want to take you away from him. We'll figure things out. All I know is, I'm never letting you go again." Elsewhere, Maribel confronted Lester. "Who is Lily, really?" she asked angrily. "Maribel, are we really doing this again?" Lester replied, exasperated. "That woman told me the triplets are her kids. What are you hiding, Lester?" "She said that?" Lester asked, surprised. "I didn't think she was ready to tell the boys yet, but yes, it's true, Lily is their mother." Maribel looked stunned. "She even told me not to hurt her kids, after what happened earlier," she muttered, visibly shaken. "What do you mean?" Lester asked, alarmed. "What did you do?" "Ugh, they were just being annoying. I lost my temper," Maribel said, stumbling over her words. "You hurt my children?" Lester said, his voice rising. "Maribel, these are my kids." "Don't twist it. You're changing the subject. Who is Lily, really?" "You heard me. She's the kid's mother. End of story. Don't ever lay a hand on them again." "Where are they now?" Maribel asked, crossing her arms. "They're with their mum," Lester replied coldly. Maribel narrowed her eyes. "Fine. Be with your little family then." Furious, Lester stormed over to Lily's house. He found her inside, comforting the boys. "Kids, are you okay?" Lester asked as he entered. "Dad!" they cried, running to hug him. "Lily, are you all right?" he asked. "I'm fine," she answered. "Ask your girlfriend if she's all right. I'm not one for fights, but when someone hurts my children, I don't hold back." "I've already spoken to her. I didn't know she could do something like that," Lester said, shaking his head. "Dad, she always acted mean to us," Luke admitted. "But we didn't tell you. We didn't want you to be sad. We thought you needed someone too," Liam added. "You've been alone for so long. We didn't want to ruin your happiness. We just hoped she'd change." Lester's heart ached hearing their words. He left and went looking for Maribel, only to be told by her parents that she had already left for New York. She had left a note saying it was over. Lester wasn't upset. He didn't want to be with someone who didn't love his children. From then on, the triplets spent more and more time with Lily. She had missed 7 years with them, and Lester understood her desire to make up for lost time. One day, Lily was in the kitchen cooking lunch. The boys were watching cartoons in the living room when Lester arrived carrying a bunch of caramelized bananas. "Dad!" the boys called out together. "Where's your mom?" "In the kitchen. She's cooking our favorite, sinigang," Liam answered, grinning. Lester walked into the kitchen and saw Lily busy with pots and pans. "That's a lot of food," he remarked. "The boys said you were having lunch here today, so I cooked extra," Lily said with a smile. "What's that you brought?" "Caramelized bananas. Add some milk and it's perfect." "You remembered?" "Of course. I remember everything." "Yeah, right." "I'm serious. Want me to tell you what you were wearing the first time we met?" Lester teased. "Oh, please." Lily rolled her eyes. "You wore denim pants and a black t-shirt. On our first date, a red dress. When I proposed, you wore a green blouse and black slacks. I remember it all. Those moments are too special to forget." "What about the last time you saw me?" Lily asked, half joking. "You were lying in a hospital bed, wearing a pink gown. That was the saddest day of my life," Lester said quietly. "Hey, I was just teasing. Don't get all serious now." "I can't help it. That memory still hurts." "But I'm glad I have you now," Lester replied softly. "Would you take me back?" he asked shyly. "Make me," Lily teased. Lester stepped forward and embraced her. "I do. I'm taking you back." "Well, technically we're still married. We never divorced," Lily said with a laugh. "True," Lester grinned. From that day on, their family was whole again. Lily and Lester renovated their home and added more rooms for the children. Lily moved into Lester's room. She had all her things brought over from her rental house. Eventually, Lily sold her businesses in California and chose to stay in the U.S. East Coast. She started a small restaurant near the beach, while Lester continued his work as a tour guide. Life was simple, but full of joy. One day, Lily's parents showed up unexpectedly. They had come to ruin her plans with Lester. They still couldn't accept that their daughter had married a man with humble beginnings. When they arrived, the triplets greeted them, not knowing who they were. They simply saw two elderly strangers and approached them to offer their snacks. "Good afternoon. Would you like to buy some coconut pops? They're really good, and clean too." Liam beamed. "Are they really good?" the older man asked. "Yes, sir. Super tasty," Liam said proudly. "I'll take one. How much?" $2 each, Liam replied. The old man handed over a $100 bill. "Keep the change." He took a bite. "You're right. This is delicious. Who made it?" "I buy it from a supplier," Liam said, still smiling. "You're a smart little businessman. How old are you?" 7. "You're selling snacks instead of playing? Shouldn't you be in school or playing outside?" "We're not rich, sir, but I'm happy helping my family." The older couple looked at each other, struck by the child's words. Something about the boy felt familiar. Soon, Lawrence and Luke appeared. "Wait a second. You all look alike. Are you brothers?" the woman asked. "Yes, ma'am. We're triplets," Lawrence said. "Triplets?" the couple repeated, visibly startled. They looked at each other. Their staff had told them that Lily's children could be found on this very island. Now, hearing there were no other triplets in the area, they began to piece it together. "What are your parents' names?" the woman asked. "Our dad is Lester. Our mom is Lily," Lawrence answered. Tears welled up in the woman's eyes. "Could you take us to them?" "Sure, but why?" Luke asked, confused. "We'll explain later. Please, just take us to your parents." "Okay," Liam said, scratching his head in confusion. They led the couple back home. "Mom, Dad, someone's here to see you," Liam announced as they entered the house. Lily looked up, surprised. She wasn't expecting visitors. Her eyes widened in shock when she saw her parents standing at the door. "Mom? Dad, what are you doing here?" Lily asked, her voice tense and uncertain. She couldn't believe they had found her on the island. "We heard you were here," her father, Don Raphael, began. "Well, I suppose you already know that I know the truth," Lily said, her voice tight with emotion. "You should have stayed away." "You're in the U.S., and you didn't even tell us," her mother, Donna Conchita, said in disbelief. Lily glared at them. "Are you serious right now, after everything you did to me and my family? Do you actually think I would tell you anything? You lied to me for years. You destroyed my life, just because Lester was poor." "We were just trying to protect you," Don Raphael said, voice faltering. "Protect me?" Lily's voice rose. "You lied to my face. You told me my babies were dead. You told me my husband abandoned me." "I wanted to tell you the truth, but I was afraid," her father admitted. "What did you expect, Dad? I lived in agony for 7 years. 7 years. Alone. Mourning the death of my children who weren't even dead." "We're sorry, sweetheart," Donna Conchita said tearfully. "We were blinded. We thought life with him wouldn't be good for you. We were scared he'd take advantage of your wealth. We came here today to stop you from being with Lester again. But your son Liam said something to us, something that opened our eyes. It's embarrassing to admit, but a child taught us more about compassion than we ever taught ourselves." "You're our grandparents?" Liam asked innocently. "Yes, dear. We're your mother's parents," Donna Conchita replied. "That makes us your grandparents." Don Raphael stepped forward. "Can you forgive us, both of you? Please give us a chance to make things right." The triplets looked at each other, then slowly walked up to their grandparents. "Everyone deserves a second chance. Just don't ever do what you did again," Liam said seriously. "Yeah, and we'd actually love to have grandparents," Lawrence added with a giggle. The elderly couple embraced the boys, then turned to Lily and Lester. "We're so sorry," Donna Conchita said. "We want to try to make up for what we did, if you'll let us." Lily looked at them long and hard. "Can I really forgive you, after everything? You hurt me in a way no one else ever has. But maybe. If it means my kids can have a family, maybe I can find a way." Lester remained quiet. "Lester, we're sorry," Don Raphael said. "We misjudged you. We thought too little of you because you were poor. But we see now, you have a good heart. You raised our grandchildren well. Please forgive us." "It's okay," Lester replied. "What matters to me now is that my family is together." And with that, Lily decided to remain on the East Coast for good. Her parents eventually accepted Lester, and they grew to love the triplets deeply. Twice a year they would visit the family on the island. As for Maribel, she never came back. The last they heard, she had married a foreigner and started a family of her own. They had a daughter who became the little princess of their home, and that is where the love story of Lily and Lester comes to an end. Thanks for watching. It's Mr. Hope here again. Until we meet again, stay safe.